Hey everyone, this is the Trader Investor. Today I want to go over the markets again. Yesterday in SPYs we had an inside day, and what we're having today is a break of yesterday's highs and lows. We didn't break the highs, but when looking at yesterday's highs and lows, we are breaking those lows today. So we are no longer having an inside day. But one thing I want to mention, and for all of us to be careful on, is I have identified this area of liquidity here. Price has gone there a few times already, not only from resistance perspective, even though it broke out of it here, but it's also using it as support. So these are areas where I think a lot of manipulation could happen. So what I mean by manipulations could happen is when price closes below it strongly, by strongly meaning price closes here and retests it and keeps going down, this is a sign that manipulation is over and it's time to enter a position. Otherwise, it is tricking people to go short, to take put positions, and reversing, just like we see in the last 30 minutes. Two 15-minute bars are already showing no strength in clothing below. I'm not saying that's not going to happen, because we still have quite a few minutes left in this current bar, but this area of manipulation is something we need to look out for. And if we look at the cues were the strongest yesterday, and they are the weakest today. And they are the weakest, and where is price at? Right at that area of liquidity that I have marked a few days ago. That area is acting as a strong support and resistance, and the last 15 minutes bar went through it and closed above, and this 15 minutes is looking like we're having some weakness and price is going to continue down. But I'm looking for yesterday's lows to be breached to confirm that we really have a strong down day for today, or is it just a breather that we are taking? Overall, the markets are showing weakness, but not that heavy of a weakness. We are still way above the lows of Friday, so nothing to be concerned with. This breather is a normal part of the market. Markets do not just go in one direction, up or down. They take breathers along the way. So in IWM, which was also kind of a little bit better than SPYs, but not having a major day yesterday, is also trading in a range today, in a very tight range. We're contained within the 15 minutes highs and lows. I always view as the first 15 minutes as the sign where the market want to take us, and so we're contained within that. Diamonds were the weakest yesterday, and that weakness continues. But again, we're contained within the first 15 minutes. As you can see, yesterday, once we broke out of the 15 minutes and VWAP was below the mid-range, price just collapsed. So today we're contained within the 15 minutes range, but VWAP is above the mid-range, and price is playing in the upper end of that range, of that 15-minute range. So I want to see where we continue to drive this market. I want to see for strength in either direction. Either we break out of here and retest this area and continue up and we have a strong day, or we break down here, retest it, and continue have a strong day. By retest, what I mean is, as you can see, we broke out, we retested. It doesn't have to retest the low, it can retest the VWAP, it can retest the mid-range, it can also sometimes retest the high. But what we want to see is after that retest, when price continues to go down, right, we have a strong entry. It's okay to enter right at the retest. That's a little bit more of an aggressive entry. A little bit more moderate entry would be when we break this line here So this would be a little bit more of a moderate entry, but the more conservative entry is to wait for a break of these lows. All three are valid entries as long as you're managing your risk and you're managing your stop accordingly. So all four markets today, not a whole lot with the exception of the Qs. The Qs yesterday were the strongest, and today they are the weakest. But keep in mind, we have not closed this bar yet, and price is playing around in this area of support, resistance, liquidity. Price is playing around that, so I want to see a strong close on either side, and then I want to see what price does, you know, when we come to this zone. I want to see, this is an important zone for me because it's yesterday's low. I want to see what we do in yesterday's low. I want to see what we do in yesterday's 15-minute range lower boundary, and that is this area here. So both of these areas are could act as strong support. So I want to see this price close here below here, and price continue to drive down and retest this areas for an entry. So this is what I want to see that the Qs are collapsing. Outside of that, they're just taking a breather. There's no need to rush. If you have missed this entry here when we broke the lows, because we have some room to the downside, if you have missed this, it's okay. You just patiently wait to see what the Qs do. So overall, this is what the markets are looking like. There's not a big collapse day that we're seeing. There's no big up day. I was expecting a significant gap up in the SPYs. That didn't happen. Again, we don't trade on expectations, we trade on what charts tell us. So we didn't breach yesterday's 15-minute range. As you can see, this is where we opened, we touched it, and we reversed course. Now we're playing around this support area, this liquidity area. I want to see where that manipulation ends. When manipulation ends, it's time to enter. So this is where we are with the markets today, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to like these videos because the likes are my encouragements. Take care, everyone. Have a good day.